to set up for a record?
I think they got to be in probably 54, 53 territory for them to get after it. I mean, I think if they're 56, I think they'll be cutting it tight. I think they have to be around 50, 54.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a key here will be how smooth that first 100 or 150 is. If it's not really forced, but it's still smooth and fast, I think that'll set up for a good close. Because you definitely see it with these girls at 500. That last 100, they get tightened up a little bit. If they can kind of keep that first 100, 150 smooth, be efficient with their energy while running fast, there's a potential there for a record.
That's one of the reasons why I think has maybe a leg up in this race. She has the 800-meter aerobic base under her. She's run 209 earlier this year. She ran 203 last year indoors. I think she has that capability. Kayla, when she goes up, she's a little bit more uncomfortable with distance. I don't know necessarily how that's going to impact her in this race, but as we said, Kayla does have a 500 on record, 111.90.
Yeah, and then going back to what I said in the last race with, Pite there from Massaponax, she's run here before. She ran her fastest time here, so she knows how to run this place.
Yeah, I think Rose is probably the super sleeper in this race. I think she potentially could be there.
Because she rarely gets opportunities to run against high schoolers because she's homeschooled, so she's probably loving this opportunity. This is a rare opportunity. She has to take advantage of it right now. Because besides indoor nationals, she's not going to really get to race against high schoolers that often.
And folks, we're away in this elite AU section of the 500. As Brandon said, we got to see how they're coming through the first straightaway. It looks pretty smooth from Athing, and Kayla has the benefit of seeing Athing work on that lane 5. But right now we got to start to see some surges happening with Athing and Kayla. Michaela Rose right now on the inside lane, sticking with Kayla.
Together.
It's going to be a tough race.
I liked how Mu came down there on the tangent. She was very smooth. She didn't cut down. Pride
is out in front right now, and she's really forcing the tempo. Mo's making up the difference, though. 40 seconds right now, looks like.
Sub 40 for those top 3 girls.
Now look at the thing, Mo, where Kayla Davis is trailing in deficit. She has a lot of ground to make up. Athing now going after it. What are we going to see in the final stretch here? Athing starting to open up.
She was 54 through the 4.
Nobody's around her. It's going to be Athing. Kayla finally making a move.
110. I think she's going to
break it.
Oh!
New national record.
110.22.
New national record for Athing Mu, breaking it by 0.08 of a second.
Davis came on late for second at 112.
Athing Mu 110.22 breaks Chanel Price's 110.30.
That's US number 1, 2, 3, 4 this season right now.
Wow, what an immensely great race from Athing. And that took some heart, that took some guts in the final 200 meters from Athing. She really had to start going when she had no one around her. We thought people would be closer, but Athing had to do the work by herself.
Yep.